One of the more common problems that I see with surfers in their shoulders is a lack of external rotation. That is the inability to move the shoulder in this manner. As it turns out, it's also one of the major risk factors for injuries to the shoulder relating to paddling and things like that, being prone on your board. So I'm going to show you a simple way to improve external rotation of your shoulder. Now, note that the technique I'm going to show you has a lot of variations. There's a lot of things that I usually build off this particular technique. And I often like to do a little bit of work around the pecs in terms of some ball release and lats as well. But for the sake of showing you the one thing, I'm going to show you the one thing. Okay, now you can use a book, a couple of books around the same size, or some blocks. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to pop my elbow on one block and my hand on the other. Now I've just got my shoulder, doing this elevates my shoulder a bit, so I'm not laying on the ground. With the shoulder that already is a little bit internally rotated, I'm going to aim to try and get a fairly neutral shoulder here. Probably a slightly smaller block is better than this, but this is what I've got at the moment. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to come down and we're going to just push into the block with the hand a bit. So I'm going to push into the block with my elbow and my hand, and you'll probably feel a lot of activation of the muscles around your shoulder here. What we're going to do then, I'm going to look to try and pull my hand away from the block. So it looks like this. Now when you try and do this, a few things will happen. So common things I see are people not really moving their hand, not really moving their arm, but moving their hand like this. So you want to keep the hand fairly straight, just so we get a truer movement of the shoulder itself. Other things we see is the shoulder dropping down or dipping. We'll see movement through the body. So you want to try and stay fairly still through the body, but maybe even a bit of tension through the shoulder. So I'm pushing my hand and elbow down. I'm actually going to drop my shoulder away from my ear, but I'm going to do that without making a distance between my armpit and my hip shoulder. I'm dropping my shoulder down, pushing down, and I'm going to bring the hand up to wherever I can get it. So that's the first thing you might work on. That alone should help you start to find some external rotation. Then what we're going to do is challenge our end range of motion a little bit. So I'm going to see where I can find a distance, where I can sit with my shoulder in external rotation. Now you want to go to a point where it's just about where you can comfortably sit. You feel a little bit of a stretch. Now we don't want to cause too much stress on the shoulder itself, so ease into this. You might make small increments to the point where you can sit with your shoulder in this externally rotated position. Again, I would hang here, push down, and I'm going to look to try and lift just off the block here. And what I'm going to do here is lift and hold. Now you can add to this by now lifting and holding, also lifting the elbow without disturbing the whole shoulder complex or the rib cage, these sort of positions too much. Now, if you've just tried that cold, you'll probably note that you would like to do a little bit of movement before it. But this is a great way to improve the active range of your external rotation of the shoulder. It's very important for when we try and get our arm reach and just not only reduce injury to the shoulder, but also to improve our power through our stroke when we're paddling. So if you've got any questions about that, please ask. If this did something for you, please like, share, comment, all of those good things that help more people to see this kind of stuff that I'm trying to put out there. A big part of this is trying to avoid the Instagram gurus. So hopefully this is something that helped. Any questions, please ask. See you next time.